when can I be happy again? When will everything end, and when can I just be a happier person? Before going to church, my life was, like pretty basic, I would say. Like I didn't really grow up having like a lot of friends, so everything was just kind of basic, and I was much alone for a lot of things. So at the age of 19, I decided I wanted to make a huge change in life and to move out of my parents' house. So a really good friend of mine reached out to me and asked if I was interested in religion. And at first I didn't care for it that much, and I also didn't want to be mean, so I agreed with doing lessons with her. And so we did a few short lessons, and since she wasn't in my area, she had to find different people. And so at that point in my life, things started going south for me. I had fallen into some really bad depression with being so far away from family, and I had really bad anxiety and sleeping problems from just being alone. Most of my nights, they were 0 to 3 hours of sleep. And I was also drinking and smoking just to try to ease the pain away, but it really wouldn't make anything better. And my mental state got to the point where I would start seeing and hearing things at work. And at that time, I truly believed that my life was going to be short. But there was also some fight in me, and I knew there was more in life. So I started looking more into religion, and I would always pray. And I remember the first prayer I asked was like, Heavenly Father, like when can I be happy again? When will everything end? And a few days later, after I just kept praying, I heard a knock on my door. And it was two sisters from the church. They knocked on my door because they were looking for somebody else. I was pretty quiet at first, and one of the sisters asked, like, hey, are you this person? I said no, pretty awkwardly, and it was pretty silent. And so I started slowly closing the door, and then one of the sisters was like, hey, are you by any chance Christian Alvarez? And I was like yes. Like I was just like super shocked that like she knew my name. And so I didn't say anything. And then she followed up with, your friend told us about you. She didn't know where you lived, but she just told us about you. And I was like extremely shocked, because this was definitely a sign from Heavenly Father. And just the fact that my friend told sisters about me, but they didn't know where I lived, and they just found me, I think that's like a true sign, And so we started doing lessons, and really the lessons were the highlight of the day, because my day from work and school would have been garbage up to the point of the lesson, and the lesson is what really made me happy. And when I first felt the Spirit, it was the best change in my life. And when I decided to get baptized, I knew it was right for me, because my sleeping problems went away, my depression went away, my anxiety slowly went away, and my addiction went away. It slowly went away. It was a pretty tough fight. Looking back at it, I'm just so grateful that Heavenly Father came into my life at the right moment and at the right time. People in the church, I don't see them as friends. I see them more as family to me.